Hey guys, this is Ellie doing your weekend reading for the 9th, 10th and 11th of January 2015, or roundabouts wherever you are in the world. Okay, so this weekend reading is a really promising reading. It's got major arcana cards, but only at the beginning, and all the rest is about moving on, putting old fears behind you, being creative, being passionate, and putting your voice and your gut instincts into play and following your own intuition. Now, before I get into your reading, I just wanted to, I just hear that people need to put a voice. They need to speak up. So I'm feeling like this could have something to do with a Taurus or an Aries, where you feel that you are unable to speak up for fear of rejection, for fear of being dominated, for fear of reprimand, for fear. And it's really important for you to find your voice and to use your voice and speak up. If you're uncomfortable in a situation, if something is bothering your ethics or your morals, you don't agree with how things are being run or how you're treated, rather than sit there and just take it, the angels are encouraging you, your spirit guides, your source, your God, they are encouraging you to find your voice and to speak up and be clear. You don't need to be nasty, you don't need to be rude, you don't even need to be angry. You just need to find your voice and speak the words. The words need to be found and they need to be said, they need to be heard. For whatever reason, it's really important this weekend on the 9th, 10th and 11th of January 2015 that you find your voice and stand up for yourself. This is a very important message. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So we're starting at a place of justice. This is the first card. This is where we're starting at. So this can be straight away, you know, the literal reading of justice. This is a Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So maybe you've just come out of a court ruling. Maybe you've got a speeding ticket this weekend. Maybe you are waiting to hear of a ruling, contracts, divorces, custody battles, any kind of contract. You following your own ruling, stepping up to the plate and following your own thoughts, your own rulings, your own ethics, your own morals, tipping the scales in your favor. If you've been in a relationship and, you know, one of you is higher in the relationship than the other, finding balance in that. And there's luxury around. There is luxury around. So some of you could be getting a bonus of some sort because, you know, the scales are tipped in your favor. There's lots of red. Being steadfast and firm. Clear expectations, clear messages, clear boundaries. Perhaps at home you are having to head your family. You're being asked to step up to the plate. Perhaps you're looking after someone who is ill. Perhaps you have children or your partner has been acting up. And the angel cards I got with this were your children on heaven and earth are happy and cared for by God and the angels. And yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace, mind, and spiritual growth right now. So some of you are experiencing migraines. Some of you are worrying yourselves sick. Some of you have been overdoing it, looking after other people, stepping up to the plate and running too many pies, you know, cooking too many pies, hands in too many pies, you know. Some of you are the judge and jury. Some of you are judging too harshly. Or in reversal, you've been judged harshly. Sometimes you need to put your foot down in the literal sense. Really stepping the rules up, being firm. Custody suits, domestic battles, divorces, all of those things. Okay, so where we're coming from, again, King of Pentacles, sitting pretty, reflecting in, following your own gut instincts, following your own intuition. There's a strong message throughout the whole reading this weekend to really follow your gut. And with these two cards also, you know, going by the facts, relying on facts, getting a message of facts, finally seeing the light. There is a full moon just passed, so you could be illuminating. The facts could be coming out on this weekend. You know, not going by gossip, relying on the cold, hard facts, and not judging too harshly, and perhaps someone's been judging you too harshly. There is fertility around, so this could be around children. There is a definite Taurus, Capricorn going on here. A battle of wits, a battle of minds. Maybe someone is trying to dominate. Again, the whole 50-50 balancing the scales and the relationships coming through as a strong factor here. You're confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. Again, ruling on facts, judging on facts, second opinions, perhaps seeking counseling advice if there's a relationship issue, seeking legal advice, a higher counsel. This has come from the recent past. Interesting. We've got babies and we've got end of the cycle. So someone could have just found out that they're pregnant just recently. Someone could have just given birth just recently. Just started a new job. Someone's just moved in. New flatmate, new boyfriend, new girlfriend. Something new. A new addition has just happened recently in the very near past. And the Death card, getting over addictions, a new cycle, a cycle has ended, divorce just ended, or just at the start of a divorce, just coming out of a breakup, just coming through some sort of a grief. This is all in the very recent past. Now again, I do apologize. This is a general reading for a lot of people. So where you are in this reading, that's down to you. And the message is for the most people, that is the most important. Okay, so in the very recent past, this is what we're dealing with here. So, and also I just want to say someone's lost their head. Quite literally, you could have been fired. You could have had a crazy moment. I want to go back to here, doing so much on your plate that you could have lost your head, you could have lost your temper, you could have lost control, and things have spiraled out. Or your partner has. Maybe they've just acted crazy and you don't know where it's come from. This is just the very recent past. Someone's lost their head, someone's lost their direction. Someone's turned away from their path. And then I feel like for a small portion of you, they've been railroaded. Someone has gone over the top of you to get something, to get the man, to get the promotion, to get the woman, to get the money. You've been trod over to get to it, and you've just recently learnt that lesson that honestly some people will do anything for their own needs, and that was a bitter pill to taste. But I want to tell you that your ship's going to come in. Very, very, very little small ship in the background there. Do you see it? This is for you. This is for those people who've just been trodden over. For you. Your ship is going to come in, because you know what? That was a very, very harsh, again, going back to judgment. That was a very, very harsh lesson to learn. And it's almost like you needed to experience it to really and truly, you know, understand what pure success and joy and what's really important is all about. And you've learned this because someone who you either held dear or who held in high regard has just blown you out of the water. They've lost their head, that they've trodden over you to get something. And you were like, whoa, I did not think you were capable of that. And I've just seen it. And so now I really do believe it. Excuse me, sorry, I've got laryngitis. But duty must be done. These readings must be done. So I need a drink. Again, going back to the factor of finding a voice, you know, if we don't use our voice, sometimes we can come down in a physical form, laryngitis, tonsillitis, you know. So it's the same as, you know, the teacher following her own words. So speaking up when needed to speak up. Don't swallow your words. If you need to say something, it's better out than in, okay? People respect you for that. Now, for the others, the ones that have just had the happy change in their family, whatever that change was, whether it be giving birth to a baby, finding out that you're pregnant, joining the team, just moving in with someone, a happy addition to the family, something new has just had been added to your life. That's in the very recent past. So where are we? Where are we coming from? Well, you've got a really strong foundation. You have the high road. You have done all you've been asked to do, and you're coming from that. This is where you're coming from, and this is where you will succeed. You can just pick and choose from now on, because you have come from this very hard lesson that you've learned. And you know, this new endeavor that's just started, your road has just started, and how exciting is that? You really have the pick of the litter. You have your strong ideas to push you through. Family occasions. This weekend could be all about getting together as a family, learning as a family, enjoying as a family. Starting 2015, all about learning from this hard lesson. Remember I said, learning what's important. Family is important. How you feel is important. So getting together as a family this weekend. Getting back to church. For some of you, it's going back to church, coming back into your religion. But like I said before, some of you have lost your faith. Some of you have turned away from your faith. Some of you have lost that connection. So this is where you'll be coming from. You seek that higher self, reflecting in, going within, finding what you really love in life, finding what you really want in life. Because back to the partnerships, you know, you need to find the 50-50 balance. Some of you are going through a divorce. Some of you are going through custody battles. Some of you are being sued. Some of you have been arrested, have got speeding tickets. So you're learning these lessons of what's really important. So, and the angel card was, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. And this is a very strong intuition spiritual card as well. So the fact these two have come together means it's a very strong message to your higher self, connecting to whatever is your higher self, your God, your spirit guide, your angels, your source. If you are an atheist and you don't believe in that, then focusing within, getting back down to what's important to you, you being the most important part of moving forward. You have to put your own needs first. And again, being the strong leader of your family, setting examples. Perhaps someone in the family's, you know, been arrested, lost their license, going through a divorce, going through the legal, you know, signing contracts, whatever it is that's, you know, got the justice in, you know, signing contracts, going to court, custody battles, divorce, being judged harshly, judging themselves harshly. Some people have OCDs, eating disorders, treat themselves so harshly because it's such high demands on themselves, and they're worrying themselves sick. You know, they're making themselves sick, giving themselves a headache, giving themselves migraines because they're just so hard on themselves, or doing too much for other people. Remember, if you're looking after someone who has these, you know, mental ailments or these, you know, issues with the courts or issues with an addiction, you need to set an example. You need to take charge. You need to be the person that they can look up to, guide them through. In the very recent future, so over this weekend, you might feel a little bit on the outs. You might feel a little bit lonely. You might feel like you need to lean on someone close to you, or maybe it's your partner that needs to lean on you. Maybe this is your moment to let them lean on you and give them the support that they need. Maybe someone will throw you out this weekend. Maybe you'll throw somebody else out this weekend. Maybe for some of you, this is how you used to feel. This is coming from how you used to feel. You used to feel isolated. You used to feel on the outs. You used to feel ostracized, isolated, and on your own, especially if you're looking after somebody and you don't leave the house often. This card signifies you need a break. This weekend, there's a happy move. There's a happy shift, whether it's an actual shift or a shift in energy, a shift in change, a shift in ideas, a shift in thought process, a shift in energy, a shift in ideas. Maybe at work you might be asked to go to another department. Maybe at your work you'll be asked to go away for work. Maybe at work you'll be starting a new job. And at home it could be quite literally moving. It could be getting a new housemate. It could be someone moving in with you. It could be the thought is shifted around the home. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So you could hear that you've got the job. You could hear, yay, you've got the house. You could hear, yes, you got the loan for the house. That could be what this whole legal system's all about. It's all about getting for the loan and getting the house. It could all be about, getting the divorce and moving into your own home. Independence. This card also signifies independence. Being to your higher self, being independent, stepping up, not allowing yourself to be bothered and pushed around. Again, balancing the scales. Sometimes your partner could be a little bit bossy. Sometimes, and I don't believe that your partner actually even means it. I really don't. I really believe that your partner is unaware. And a little bit of communication and they'll be fine. So, how are you right now? Well, okay, so for the singles, there's going to be plenty of opportunities this weekend. A couple of text messages, a day or two. Yeah, lots of attention this weekend for the singles. Sitting pretty, have done the hard work. This is where you're coming from. If you've been worried about something, have faith and hope, because there is something positive and you're on the horizon that you can't see yet. So this is a direct message to you. This weekend, you will see a sign. Perhaps it will be an aha moment, a dream, a letter, a text message. Someone will say, yeah, I'll help you with that. Someone will mentor you. You will see some signs of moving forward, a positive moving forward. And where is this all coming from? Again, this is coming from, old hurt, stemming from mental anguish, mental thoughts. This is where these things are coming from. You are quite literally making yourself sick. You are quite literally putting steps and blocks in your own path. Perhaps this weekend you might hear from an ex. Perhaps you might have reminiscence of an ex. Maybe something this weekend will happen that will remind you of how an ex treated you, and you don't want that. This card is being hurt. Being hurt. Maybe you were in a triangle. For some of you, you were dating someone and they cheated on you and left you. For others, you're in a relationship with someone and there's a third party getting in the way. A friend, a mother, a brother, a sister, somebody always getting in the way. And you have to know that you're protected from all types of harm. Things will go smoothly now. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you, and I ask you to relax and feel safe. And this card I feel directly is about the heart chakra and about the home. So any relationship anguish that you've been feeling, it is all over now. It is all over now. It will all smooth out now. Now, whether you summon up the courage and say, that's it, and I'm walking out, and you are full of independence, moving forward with your life, I feel like something this weekend there's a message this weekend after the full moon which will illuminate. The last puzzles of the pieces will come out this weekend. This weekend there's lots of fertility, moving into your own home, buying a home. There's lots of strong indications of pregnancy and giving birth this weekend. Your children, really spending time with your children. Some of you need, this is around the home as well. Some of you really need to pay attention. Your children are acting out for whatever reason. They're trying to get your attention. Maybe you just recently have been in trouble, with the law, in trouble with school, in trouble with addictions of some sort. Custody battles. The main theme this weekend is moving forward after a path of a new cycle, moving into a new home or a new work. There's a strong focus on contracts. Please read all fine print before you sign anything. Moving forward in a positive direction. There's no negativity here. There's nothing bad going to happen this weekend. For some of you, you might be a little bit lonely this weekend. But then again, also, by the weekend's end, you'll be back on top of the world. Now, this card, the one about worrying yourself sick, the worrying about past hurts, praying for forgiveness, feeling some guilt, feeling some shame for some of you. Offering yourself up to your higher self, your spirit angels, your guides, your God, your source. These are your thoughts. These are harsh judgments against yourself. Some of you self-pity. You've got to move off the pity train. You really do. And you need me to say this because you're wallowing in self-pity. You need to move forward. This is the outcome. You have everything you need. You have 9 lives. If you fucked up, it is okay. You have another life. But you need to get up and stop pitying yourself. With these 2 cards came out with that card. And it says you are a spiritual teacher and you have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. The other one is now's the time to learn, study and gather information and enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So some of you will hear that you got into the university that you wanted and you'll be wrapped and over the moon. There is a strong teaching. Some will come in for guidance. Some people will come to you for guidance. There's couples going in for counseling. This is the part about not having you don't have all the information. So don't just jump on the bandwagon. You need the facts, and they will come through in the course of the weekend. The facts will come through, the message will come through, and then you can make your judgment. But for some of you, you will need to go into counseling or need to get outside advice, whether it be an addiction, counseling, legal advice, custody, whatever it is, you need outside intervention. And around the family home, stepping up to the plate, being a leader, being an example, giving guidance, spiritual guidance, home guidance. Some of you will be going in and seek spiritual guidance, going back to your church. And some of you have hit rock bottom. And so you need to reflect. You need to go within and just say, what do I want? I need to move forward, but you can't move forward until you find out what it is that you want. And I feel like that's where you're stuck. This is not happening now. This is recent past. But you just can't let it go. If you are banging on to your partner about the past, you need to stop. You are protected from all types of things. This is coming from an insecurity. He loves you, you love him. She loves you, and you love her. Don't let somebody else break you up. You're protected from all types of harm. You are. And the outcome. Okay, well, this is very, very clear. You need to stop. Okay, you need to stop making yourself sick. Heart palpitations, sore shoulders, migraines, breathing issues. Find your voice. You need to stop. Some of you are doing too much for everybody else because you're seeking approval and you don't want anybody to not like you. Some of you don't want to be dumped, so you just carry on taking the crap from your partner. Some of you can't say no to your children, so you just carry on. You just do everything. Some of you at work are holding the whole team together because other people aren't doing their job. And some of you, you're looking after someone and you've had a hard run and you need a break. So this weekend, take a break. Put your feet up, have a nice glass of wine and have a break. As you honor and go and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So this is getting the house, getting the promotion, getting the job. Someone this weekend, whether it's by phone call, this weekend you're going to put your feet up because you've had the phone call and you know that you've got the loan, you know you've got the house, you know you've got the job. Prosperity is coming to you now. You did the hard work and now you're going to reap the rewards. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. I feel like someone's, this is directly for one group of people, someone's animal's going to cost them some money this week. And also going back to the Leo. The Leo needs to hear, you have 9 lives, okay? You have another shot at it. You do. You're the cat, the black cat with the 9 lives. You have another shot at it, Leo. Okay, and you need to hear your roar. You need to speak. You need to get up. You need to go for it. The Queen of Wands is all about the fat cat, the fertility, sitting pretty. You have creative endeavors and you've got your thumb on the pulse of the work. You literally can have it all. Okay? You are the head of your household. You have to set an example. You have to lead by example. This has definitely got Leo. Leos, some of you are fucked up. And this is your 9th life, okay, for some of you Leos. For the other Leos, you need to step up and take example, okay? And there's a Leo in the trio. There's definitely a Leo in this triangle going on. Some of you might have lost a partner. It could have been a Leo. And I feel like you're going to hear from them. For others, you have walked away and you've learnt your lessons and things will be smooth from now on. For the other trio, somebody is trying to break you up and you just need to go with the facts. Remember right at the beginning I said the facts. Follow the facts and something will be illuminated this weekend. Okay? So thank you very much for the wonderful emails. I have got laryngitis, but I'm still doing readings. I will be away next week. I will be traveling for my hypnosis and psychic readings in New South Wales. But up until Wednesday, I will be available. So please email me at hypnoyoually@hotmail.com. The prices are on underneath this. Please subscribe. I love your thumbs up. You know I love them. I'm absolutely thrilled with all the new subscribers. And yeah, so I'll see you next week. And I send all the love out to you this weekend and enjoy your weekend. There's so much on offer this weekend. You need to step up to the plate. You need to find your voice and you need to get your roar going. So have a wonderful weekend and thank you for subscribing.